Already under investigation by the Fair Work Ombudsman, Australia's largest poultry manufacturer, Baiada, has now been cited by WorkSafe Victoria over the death of a contract worker at one of its plants. In August this year, 34-year-old Sarel Singh died instantly when a fast-moving machine that he was cleaning decapitated him. A preliminary report on the workplace death obtained by Lateline has found that Baiada breached occupational health and safety laws by not controlling the risks at the plant. 6 weeks ago, Lateline revealed how Baiada Poultry was under investigation over claims of unlawful and unethical treatment of its majority migrant workforce. Karen Barlow has this report. The producer is Alison McClymont.
A poultry production line like this, operating at the fastest possible speed, killed Sarel Singh. Hosing down the line of the Baiada poultry processing plant, a chain caught his neck and severed his head.
It's absolutely horrific. In the civilised society that we have now, the fact that these things still occur is just not acceptable.
4 years ago, Sarel Singh risked everything to find his fortune in Australia. He took out a big bank loan in his home state of Punjab.
Yes, he was excited at that time. So he was struggling for a job. He can't get it here. Then he tried to go to Australia and have some study over there afterwards and have a job over there for a better life.
After graduating, he worked as a taxi driver before getting married. Sarel Singh then joined the EcoWise company, which has a contract to clean the production areas of Baiada's poultry processing plant in Melbourne's west.
He used to say that the life working over that place is like a hell. It's a very hard job, and he is tired of that job, but due to the burden of the loans and debts over here and in Australia too, he had to work over there, and he was struggling hard.
By the middle of this year, Sarel Singh was ready to give up and go back to India. But on Thursday, the 12th of August, he was killed at work. The 34-year-old had actually finished his 4-hour shift when he was told to go back and re-clean the pack line area.
The line he went to was not a line that he normally cleaned. He did not have his full protection gear on in terms of glasses and helmets.
According to the National Union of Workers, as he was standing on a ladder hosing down the line, Sarel Singh's jacket was hooked. He was swept into the next machine and decapitated. The union says the chain line should be stopped while it's cleaned.
The night on which Mr. Singh was killed, the chain was running at absolute capacity, 180 birds per minute.
How can I believe it? My brother, he was my real brother and only brother. I have no brother and sister else. And it was a great shock to me.
WorkSafe Victoria was soon at the scene of Sarel Singh's death. Its report, obtained by Lateline, found that the production line posed an injury risk. It also confirmed the line was operating at the top speed of 183 birds per minute, and that by not adequately controlling the risks associated with this plant, Baiada Poultry is in contravention of the requirements of Section 21(1) and 21(2)A of the Occupational Health and Safety Act. Baiada Poultry was issued with a prohibition notice, informing the company it must assess and control the risk to workers. WorkSafe Victoria inspectors returned the next day and found the risk assessment prepared by Baiada was inadequate. After assuring WorkSafe there would be changes to the production line's power system, the plant was allowed to resume operations. WorkSafe Victoria has told Lateline the entire meat and poultry industry is now under review. It says when it comes to workplace safety, employers must do more than the bare minimum, and has reminded bosses they have a responsibility to all employees, whether they're on staff or on contract. Lateline has sought comment from both Baiada and EcoWise about Sarel Singh's death. Both declined an on-camera interview. Lateline also submitted a series of questions to Baiada about the death and work safety conditions at its plants, but there's been no reply. The National Union of Workers has more general concerns about the treatment of workers at Baiada, especially contract workers.
Baiada is a major poultry processing company. We think that, you know, in large part Baiada tend to engage in a way that moves risk from them to people where risk should not reside in terms of the employment relationship. We think that needs to change.
A separate investigation by the Fair Work Ombudsman into rates of pay and working conditions is still underway after snap inspections at Baiada plants around the nation. Workers at Baiada's Adelaide plant had complained about being bullied into accepting below award wages and long hours, often beyond working or student visa conditions. Sarel Singh's family wants answers.
Yes, it should be investigated, and if there is anyone culprit, he should be punished as per laws of Australian government.
The family is also seeking compensation. Karen Barlow, Lateline.